Welcome to the Sheila Screechers.
Screechers!
I'm Sam.
And I'm Max. Like
and
always.
Today, we're talking about engines.
Engines!
Okay, so, today, we have 3 engines. The car engine, the ATV engine, and the engine of my lawnmower.
With Sheila right on the back.
Yep. Anyway,
Kinda camouflaged.
we're going to talk about the difference between the 3, sorry. So this car has 4 to 6 cylinders. And this is a hybrid, so it has an electric motor, which helps make it more efficient. The blue one is windshield wiper. The red one is coolant. Anyway, this thing needs coolant and that's coolant too, the red thing over there. Anyway, this thing needs coolant because the engine is bigger and it needs to cool off more efficiently than those other ones. That was just a recycling bin falling over. Sorry about that. Anyway.
I'll go get it.
Good. So there's a lot of gas pipes in here. A cylinder is like we talked about in our first episode.
First ever.
Yeah, our first ever episode. Anyway, it's what we talked about in our first ever episode. And it's like, so if this was the top of the cylinder, it goes up and down. Anyway, it's kind of like, picture the top of the cylinder as a car wheel, okay? And it goes up and down, or this way and that. And there's a shaft connected to it that is kind of at a tilt, and it drives a thing, and it goes like that. And it drives a crankshaft, which spins the wheels on the car. So we're using a car wheel for 2 examples, and then you move. So that's the car engine.
And
Yeah.
a spark plug. And
the gas goes in through valves, right, Max?
oh yeah, and then the gas goes into valves, and then air is added, and electricity comes in through the spark plug, and then there's these little 2 pieces of metal, and a tiny gap between them, like that. And the electricity has to jump, and when it jumps,
Jump!
gas is in there, and air. So when it jumps, when the electricity jumps from here to there, the gas explodes. And that it goes like many times per second, and like 1,000 times per minute.
Not so much. Anyway,
And when
the
it explodes,
RPM,
it sends the cylinder down.
yeah, and that's why we need gas. Anyway, the electric motor works with magnetic pulses of electricity that make a rotor spin inside it. Anyway, Sheila wants to say something.
What is it?
She wants to say that she's riding on a lawnmower. Huh, that's interesting. Anyway, and they all have electric motors to start them, because how else would you start the cylinders? I mean, if you want it to go up and down, it can't just explode and be like, bang! It has to start, and the starting motor makes it go like, vroom, and then it starts. Anyway, the RPM on like a tractor or something, it would say like times 1,000 or times 100, and as it goes up, like 10 times 100 would be 1,000, and then you would have 1,000 rotations per second, which is every time it goes. When it goes like this, that's 1 RPM. So, anyway, the cars have a lot of RPMs because times that by 4 cylinders, and that's a lot of RPMs. Anyway, this has a starting motor also, but it's air-cooled, so the air comes in through this thing
Right there.
and also out. And it circulates through the engine, and it helps to cool it off. That's just a Kickstarter in case the starting motor doesn't work. But this also does have a starting motor. That's what the key's for. you put the gas in here, and the gas is like the same as the car gas, and it explodes and blah blah blah, sends the cylinder down and stuff. Anyway,
How much
and
is it?
the key always turns the electronics on. This has a switch also, just to ensure stuff.
Why can't this
And
use air?
see how that's on?
You don't mind.
And, well, it's not going to blind them. But
I think I'll keep
it lets the
right.
electricity come through because the electricity is always stored in the battery, which helps it to start and run the lights, stuff like that. Yeah? Oh. So currently the coronavirus is going on, so we're going to be having a lot. We're going to have a lot of school closings, so brace yourself for a lot of episodes. Anyway, this does not have a starting motor. It's the thing that Max is pulling.
It's
right
called
now.
a crankshaft or whatever.
No, it's called a pull starter. Yes. And you want to pull it really hard. Anyway, that's not going to start it because I don't have it ready. But the choke always helps to warm up the engine. And you want to pull it very fast to start the engine. That's why people invented the starting motor. Because, well, yeah. And
It's a very
this
old
is the, well, no, it's not. It's how all lawn mowers, or all push mowers work. So that's the oil. It helps the engine run more smoothly so that it doesn't go like put, bang, crack, and like crack in half or something. It helps like grease the cylinders
It's like,
so that,
it's like grease.
yeah, basically, so that it can keep running smoothly.
Grease for vehicle.
Yes. So, yep.
And it also spins, it also boosts this fan.
Yes, the fan on this one is what helps to cool off the engine. Anyway, on all of these, there's exhaust, which is right here. And it's the remainder of the process that helps that makes the engine run. So it's on there,
And
it's on here,
Hey, where's the prime button?
and it's right there. Anyway,
Here right.
so some older lawnmowers will have prime buttons to help engine flow into the gas. This one doesn't because it's kind of advanced. This one doesn't. Obviously that one doesn't because it's very advanced. But I guess that's all we have to say about engines, right, Max?
Yep. This is one of our Sheila Screechers shorts. We will like oil and just come up with this idea. So if you don't have very much time, or your adults or your parents don't like you having very much screen time, but you're really bored, you can watch one of our Sheila Screechers shorts.
This is
this
our
one.
Sheila Ray Screechers kind of short because it's 8 minutes and whatever seconds when we finish. Let's go for 8 minutes 40 seconds, okay?
Yeah, I think that would be right.
Okay, so Sheila Ray says, good job. This has been a very good episode. Anyway, this is the Sheila Ray Screechers signing out.
Recording.
Yeah, and we will see you in the next episode at whatever it is.